What up, guys? It's Rhinos. I know I've been out for a little bit. I had to recharge. But Spirit said today's the day. You're gonna be live LA. Alright, so just doing a zodiac run. I like to do my zodiacs with this with my Black Moon astrology cards. It's got them all on there. I like keeping track that way. It's good for the visuals. Good for concentration. It's good for focusing in on a sign and what they're about. So we're going from up here with Aries all the way down here with Pisces. 6 up, 6 up, 6 down. Opposites, perfect. So start out with this Animal Oracle deck, and we'll go and put one on each. We'll go down this way. Start with Aries. Go to Pisces. All right, there's Aries. I have the reverse dragonfly. Aries has got an air sign on him. Taurus, I have. Let's pull some Tarians. Whoa. Okay, so my one rule on this, I always keep it. It did break the other day, last night actually. I was playing around with no video. Since it's a spirit card and there's only 7, I almost always play these upright. Which I'm going to play this one upright because I feel it. But last night, it was the first time I've ever done it, I pulled it and I didn't get a good spirit out of this. I got like a black, negative, dark spirit. So I left it reversed, but I'm not feeling it with this one. I'm thinking that's upright. Because as soon as I pulled that one last night, it was just like, oh, it came out like, wow. That's not supposed to be okay. Yeah, Gemini. Oh. Cancer. Jeez. Can't do that. These ones fell though. So I pulled it. This one's, I'll put it like this, yeah. Virgo. I analyze. Virgo. Spirit Virgo. I analyze. Must be the top one. Firefly. Alright, down here Libra. Down here Libra. Libra. I balance. I balance. Libra. I balance. That shot off. I was shuffling it, shot off, flipped, and fell right onto it. Perfectly almost. Lizard. Hey, I think I put a lizard for that. For Libra the other day too. Alright. Scorpio. I transform. Scorpio. Shit. That shot out. The whale. I wasn't focusing. Sorry, that's not. Sagittarius. I see. Sagittarius. I see. I see Sag. I see Sag. Alright, Spirit, I know they're coming out with lots of energy, but that's reverse. Alright, Capricorn. I use Capricorn. Capricorn. You don't get them all. Spirit's there. Alright, Aquarius. I know Aquarius. I know Aquarius, because I'm an Aquarius. Shark. Predatory. I'm an Aquarius. So, hey. Pisces, I believe. Pisces, I believe. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Pisces, I believe. That must have just been a human error. Pisces, I believe. Pisces, I believe. Pisces. Spirit, can we get one for Pisces? There it is. Flip her up, where'd it go? The turtle. All right. All right. So. All right. Actually, I know what I'm going to go with. Shit. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Now, we'll take these two 12-sided zodiac die and we will roll it and see if we can get stories that are intertwined. And I'll always put them out here, right? And then I'll pull them back up each time. Unless I feel I need to keep them out there. Spirit, give me the two signs we want to work with. Compare, tell a story between, whatever it is you need us to pass along. Thank you. We have Taurus and Aquarian. Aquarius, and we have Taurus. Alright. Can we get a 12-sided die? Planetary. You get Planetary's die to also maybe hone this in a little better. We have Mars, which is Aries, and the Sun. So, and the way it fell, Mars is closer to this, so somebody might have Mars in there, or Taurus in their Mars, and this is Aquarian Sun sign. It's a 12-sided die, so it's for, you know, all the houses. This one, I will, if it seems significant, I'll keep it. If not, then I'll say the numbers and I'll pick them to the side. All right, any significant numbers here for the houses are 1 through 12 that would also help. We have 5 and 11. So 11 is the natural house of Aquarius. And 5 is the natural house of Leo, which is the opposite sign, Aquarius. Maybe that's significant. Maybe there's a Leo significant here between Sun Aquarius and a Mars Taurus. All right, that being said, we got our focus point. 5 and 11 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. It might be significant to somebody. 7, which is Libra. So somebody might be dealing with a Libra. Somebody might also have Libra in their chart. Just take those as you see them. Shit. So we start off. Main energies, like I said, are going to read for this Taurus and the shark, or and this Aquarius. So we immediately see the Sun card, Happiness, which is also connected to Leo. And we see the reverse star. Oh, I'm going to start this by, on top of Taurus, we have the Phoenix. This is somebody who's going through a rebirth. And actually, now that I think about it, this could be reversed, because, you know, think about the Phoenix. It's like they die and then they actually are reborn. So this could actually mean somebody's in the process of, you know, the breaking down process before the rebirth process. Or, in the end, it's going to be upright anyway. It should. Because once you start this process, no going back from death, right? So we have the Phoenix. So this is, you know, death and rebirth. This is, you know, killing old ways and rising in a more spiritual way. So I do believe this is an ascension process going on, and they're definitely, definitely protected by Spirit, and Spirit is leading them. And yeah, that's what we got. Well, Aquarius has the shark. So we know about the shark. They can, you know, they got very good senses, very, very good, right? So everybody knows they can, like, taste or smell the blood in the water from a crazy distance away, right? So this person is very instinctual. When they're looking for something, they go about finding it in a very methodical way. And if you can see this, they're appearing white. So they're close to the light. They don't stay in the dark, though. They hunt at the bottom of the light, but at the top of the darkness. Right? They're not worried about what's below them. They're always worried about what's below, higher than them. All right. So we have, like I said, we have the sun cards in here. So this is, you know, elation right here. Everybody likes to call it the happiest card in the deck, and I agree on this one. This is one card I do agree with that. So lots of happiness here, but then we also have a star card, and immediately what I was getting there is direction. It's like they lost direction, or the Leo energy is prevalent now, and the star energy has kind of settled. Or we got happiness, and we got reverse stars, you know, depression, loss of hope, significant loss, lack of ambition. But I don't feel that because we have this Phoenix. But then again, this feeling right here might be why that Phoenix was reversed, because that is pulling them down to kill everything that needs to be dead, and to make dead everything so they can explode out into the Phoenix rising, you know. Let's go on, see what else. So that's a couple of those two cards together. So we've got a happiness to the We have the Six of Pentacles. But when it shot out and flipped, I seen it. It went like this, and it spun, and it landed like this. All right. Can we clarify this 6, please? That's it. Daughter of Swords reversed. The Death. Let's go one more. I'll give it 2. All right. So I'm seeing somebody who feels in the lack, and it's almost as if like their possessions and their material goods are becoming less important. Or they're feeling lack because they just don't have much, I guess, in material goods. Again, this is just a whole other reason to have this, to pull that Phoenix down. Where's the shark at, though? Well, this is up top, so... but we also have the Daughter of Swords reversed. So, and to me, this is somebody who is choosing to not use their sword, which would be like communication, their thought. Well, they're foregoing thought, almost as if. And then we have the Death card here, so it's almost as if they're putting to rest thoughts and thoughts in their mind, you know. Obviously, thoughts would be in your mind, but I'm talking about energy flows in them in the mind. Okay, so it's like they don't want to think about it. And this is the giving and receiving card for me. This is the give-receive line. This could be giving. This could be receiving. But for me, it's just understanding harmony with the rest of your elements, or harmony in your home or your possessions. And it looks like it's, you know, it's not harmonious for sure. So it's like recognizing the imbalance there, trying to process it, maybe not being able to, or trying to. This person is thinking about the imbalance in their home and family life. And they're doing this to end the cycle here. They're wanting to end the cycle of thought patterns, most likely, because they're realizing their thought patterns are immature. Or maybe they don't realize it, but maybe that is what's pulling it. But then we move over here and we have the Nine of Cups, which is, you know, piling up all your glorious cups. Look how many cups I've come across. And then we have the Eight of Swords here, reversed. So it's like they're reflecting on relationships and love. And they're starting to realize that maybe the way they used to think was a whole different way. And what they thought was, you know, nine cups is different, or it's become different. And they're changing their perspective on what Nine Cups really means. Let's see, can we get some, actually we'll use a different deck for clarifies, and then actually we're going to run a whole other side. Here we go. So, this definitely seems like one person, this Taurus up here. No. Alright, let's run a row here, 2, 3, 2. Alright, so can we get these other energies in? I'm assuming we're going to be for Aquarius. We have Heartbreak, Painful Communication card. Can we move on to the next energy for Aquarius? We have like the sneaky card, being sneaky, thieving, dishonesty. And move into the Emperor reverse, control, tyrant, tyranny, selfishness. And then we have like the fear, anxiety, like super fear, super anxiety. Reverse Nine of Pentacles, which is basically the stockpiling in yourself. We have the Daughter of Cups. We have the Reverse Tower. Alright, so what I see is some painful communication or heartbreak over some treachery or sneakiness. It was almost as if it was like trophies to them, to whoever was doing this. But there's always, and it always seems like they had one more trick under their sleeve, one more thing they were going to do, one more thing. Always had one hidden. Always had an eye on you too. And then we move over to the Emperor, which is, like I said, it's reversed, so it could just mean Aries. But sorry about that. What I'm getting here is this person has difficulty with authority, which would bring in ego and pride. I mean, this person's got a lot of ego and a lot of pride. Somebody does. There was ego and pride involved, what I should say. And through that process, through that energy, transmuted out was fear, anxiety, psychosis, mental anguish of all types. Oh. And then that transmutes and moves into the Nine of Pentacles, which the nines are, I hate to say it this way, but it's really what I'm feeling. And I know nobody's perfect, but this is like the Nine of Pentacles upright is like perfect self, right? For me, like you've mastered yourself in such a perfect way that you have stockpiled everything you could need or want in life. This is reverse. This is almost like what you thought about yourself is what put you in pretty much the furthest away that you could be from, the independent self, the perfect self. I don't know why I keep shuffling. And then we move into the Daughter of Cups. And this is like a little fresh, new, immature, maybe not immature, but just an unrefined or unexperienced love. Love, though, not passion. But once we hit that point, we move into this reverse tower. And for me, a reverse tower is that whatever shook up everything is done. Whatever it was that caused something. I mean, we had tower. If you have a tower reverse, there had to be a tower somewhere else. Upright. So there was a tower at some point, and I would like to say it's probably all the way up here at the very beginning. This hurtful words and heartbreak. And it's being reversed. So it's like that cycle is now done. The echoes and the waves made from this over here, this tower moment, have now flattened out, and they're no longer resonating. There's no longer there. All right, pull some clarifiers. All right. Let's pull a clarifying card. And the way this is going to roll, and I've already knew it from the moment I started it. I believe these are mirror cards. These are reactionary cards from one side to the other. So let's pull a clarifying or a connection card for the Sun in this Three of Swords. Sun, Three of Swords, Spirit. Damn, it wants to flip it, dude. So we have the Nine of... Oh, shit, we got two. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So we see somebody who is evaluating love. Okay, so actually I see how that happened. The way I called it, they gave me one for that, for the Sun, and one for this. Okay. So what we have here is somebody evaluating cups. Got one in the center, like, hey, you know what? That one's not bad. And that was going to make them happy. Or if it was Leo, they could have chose Leo. And what that did, how that echoed and resonated on this side, if it is in fact the Aquarius-Taurus relationship, which that's what I've been going with, it felt like, wow, that felt right on Libra though. We did have it roll anyway, and that felt like that heartbreak came because it felt like somebody's pentacles, somebody's home, somebody's family, everything they were working for was just given away. That's what it feels like. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so can we clarify? I was thinking it, I didn't get it all the way out my mouth, but it was in my head. I was getting ready to say because I wanted one card to pull them together. So we have the World reversed. So we have the Star reversed, which was the depression, anxiety, or not depression, but loss of hope. Then we see it's almost as if this, like there was a premature cycle ending. So something ended before it was supposed to, before it was ever meant to be. Something blocked them. Something caused a block. And it was because somebody was out with one passion, one wand out. Somebody brought a wand out, one wand. I'm gonna put this back in the deck. And that felt sneaky. And yeah, it just felt sneaky. And like I said, the thief card. So it's like somebody felt like they got stolen, I guess, after this. Why is the star reversed? I'm doing it because the stars are carrying a card and they're supposed to be in this read. Shit. I'm not laying these down. I'm going to keep them, but we'll read them. Unless they come up. Somebody was, the Empress was burdened. Or burdened by the Empress. Burdened to the Empress. Losing, feeling under siege and losing, or burdened to the Empress, buckled under siege, buckled under the pressure, couldn't juggle anymore, and opposition, and a fight started. Yep, what's on the bottom here? And left out in the cold. So, I guess we got that, right? Alright, so can we pull the Emperor reversed and the Six of Pentacles together? Reverse Three of Cups. This to me is automatic third party. Or moving away. Somebody left a relationship in a non-joyous way. This was a retracting negative polarity of joining cups with an Emperor in reverse, with somebody who was controlling, self-centered, their spirit, their brightness was way up here in the sky. And that's what somebody was looking at. They never did pay attention to the all white background and the all black body here. You know, black and white. All they were seeing was some black and white, and they failed to see what little bit of light was actually there. And they lost a lot in this move, though. Somebody did. Cheating, creating opposition, and then we move into, the trying to think why, and ponder and why, by the Queen of Pentacles, which is, that's major Earth energy, so that's just probably the Taurus. It's trying to figure out why. And through all of that, it's causing lots of nightmares, anxiety, stress. Everywhere they look, a sword just keeps coming in. Everywhere they turn, a sword, communication, hurtful action, painful thought. Just every angle they went, that's all they can think. Everything in their mind is pierced with swords. All right, can we pull the Death in the reverse knot? And now we have the reverse Nine of Pentacles, pulling the reverse Nine of Pentacles with the Death card. So I guess what happened here is somebody lost their independence. And caused the start of a cycle ending. We pull the Daughter of Cups and Nine of Cups together. The Page of Wands reversed. Whoa, we had another one. And then, I don't know if that's to go, if that was just human error, put it right there for now, but we have the Eight of Pentacles, Mastery. So with the pages, they're usually like younger or communications. And when we added in the fire, we're talking, you know, spirit, willpower, passion, and passionate movement, quick, fast movement, reactionary, even. This is reversed. This is holding passion. So what I feel like is, you know, as this person was evaluating up here, their plan is to have passionate communication, but it's not ready yet, I don't think. They are still going through the 9 cups that they've acquired, and trying to figure those out, and why they got 9 cups, which should be satisfactory. They're not feeling satisfactory, and they're trying to figure that out. And until then, they can't speak. They don't want to speak. And also, going back to this was supposed to be, I think, and this is the mastery of self. You know, this is doing self work. This is making yourself the master of yourself. So this is working on your inner craft, because we got 2 cups here, and that's what's pulling them together. It's the craft. So what we got for the 8 of Swords in the reversed Tower is a reversed 4 of Wands. So this is, you know, four Wands is usually the celebration card. A lot of people will call it marriage, even proposals. You know, passion project actually becomes successful enough to start celebrating it. You know, feeling early attainment. Could be. The star fall out on me while I was doing that. In reverse though. Okay. This is I don't know what that means. This person's looking for a sign or hope to fix this broken marriage, or to find hope to celebrate. So what they're doing here is they're figuring out their cups. They want to come up with a mastered passionate communication, and then when it's ready, they're going to give, and they're hoping that that is accepted, and this 4 of Wands doesn't get rejected. This proposal, this thing, this passion, this project they're bringing to this person, they're hoping that it doesn't get rejected, and that it will fix this tower. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. All right, so we'll pull a couple hard cards here. Ooh, that's it right there. Come on. Thriving. And I'm not clarifying anything under, I'm just throwing it in the middle. So we got thriving here. So, and we got leadership and stillness. I think I have a swan here, so this is somebody who's very elegant. They're under the stars, so they're seeking guidance from spirit. We have somebody who's already thriving. Got the giraffe. That's again somebody who is their head's close to the stars. You know, it's the tallest. I think, yeah, giraffes are the tallest land mammals. So their crown is technically closest to heaven. So their crown is on point, and they just lighten up everything. leadership, like show leadership. Somebody needs to take the lead here, possibly, or they're in a position of leadership. And then we have illumination, bringing forth something that was unknown, not known, something that was held in the dark. Illuminate it, bring it to the light. What is done in the dark must be brought to the light. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That is the resolution there. Keep thriving. So this is definitely two different people. We got whoever's thriving, keep thriving. Keep going, keep hitting spirit, keep pulling it in. Whoever the other person is who's going inward, they're being still. They don't want to. They shouldn't. You should be still. You don't want to waste your energy doing anything else but meditating and chilling out and understanding and connecting to spirit. Through that, there was leadership there. Somebody's leading this person to these stars, because we still have the stars up here. Clear sky, same clear sky. Of course, we got the aurora borealis behind this one, but we see this bright star here. So it's almost as if somebody's following. That's Aquarius, and they're using their guidance to connect to spirit. And it seems like there's some illumination happening here. People, their eyes are opening. Should I say their third eye is opening? That's good. That's good. What started here in the beginning progressed to shitty height of shittiness. And then bam, potential to solve a problem. It's up to you guys, parties involved, to decide that if there's going to be a problem solved. I would say definitely weigh up your options. I wouldn't jump to anything too quickly. Whoever's bringing the offer, hopefully it's reasonable enough to give the person time, and you should insist on giving them time. If you want, it's your life, but I would say that it seems like once this happened, it started out like first. Like, it was very happy right off the rip, and then it just fucking buckled real quick. And then it was just drug out to a bunch of shit for a while. So just give that person a little bit of time. If they request it. If they don't, and they've chosen themselves to, go ahead and answer it, then that's how they wanted to do it. Hopefully it works out for you guys. Love you. Oh. Got some other stuff. I got these dice with all the letters on them, right? I got a couple wilds on there, but I like to try. I want to roll them now and see if we can start getting maybe some letters. So let's go to Taurus. Can we get maybe 3 letters for this person's first and last name somewhere? First, middle, and last somewhere in their name, these letters. So what's popping out is P, Q, P, G, F, E, and A. I immediately see like a page. M, there's an M down there. R, there's an R here too. So yeah, so P, G, F, E, R, Q, M, R, Q, P, G, F. So P, G, F, Q are on there twice. So those are pretty big for somebody who might need that. Oh, and the A and the E. Anyway. All right. How about you give me Spirit? Can I please get some letters for this Aquarian? I'm going to use just the top of this one. Well, maybe. So we got VN, VN, OH, and JK. Which could be anywhere in these people's name. Alright. Give me some feedback on that if you guys think I should roll 4 or... I mean, because I know Spirit likes to keep things a little in mystery, so if I try to refine it down to an absolute one, you know, I'm sure somebody that could possibly get this will it'll resonate with, but I feel like the story would be lost on a lot of other people because our signs, they come out with the same energies, so a lot of the same things that affect one of the same sign affect them all, and then some sort of generalized term bringing the same manifestations. So I don't want to make everybody miss out. I guess, and another thing, it doesn't even matter what your sign is. Really, it doesn't. I'm starting to notice that you can find your story in everybody's energies because we're all the same. We all have, every sign has at least a slight percentage of the same energy manifesting, you know, in the real world for them. So you'll always find at least a piece in anybody's reading that will resonate with you just because we all are one. All right, let's see who's next. Spirit, show me randomly who's next. Libra and Sagittarius. So we got Libra and the arrow of Sag. We'll leave these out though. Can we get, do you want to see what planetary system? So we have Uranus, and we have, that's Neptune. Yeah, no, that's Pluto. Uranus and Pluto. Scorpio is with Pluto, and Uranus is with Aquarius. So we're gonna put it like this. So it looks like possibly Pluto, Scorpio, which is the transformation, might be having some sort of effect on this Libra. And then we have a Sagittarius here with Uranus here, which is I know. So I'm not feeling here. This is somebody's sense of emotional individualism, or maybe even isolation, but or maybe they want to be individualistic. And this Libra, you know, I've got the sun showing at me, so this Libran is probably sun. This Sag is probably their moon, which is their emotions, but it's also the individualization or individualism, you know, expressing who they are. And when you got the Sagittarius there, you know, they're the I seek. So this person is seeking emotional independence. I'm not getting a feel. I'm feeling like this is a story of one person. Give me something to go on to see if this is two people or one person. A 10 and a 4. 10 fell right on top of Hummingbird, which is on Sag. So that's completed cycle. That's a cycle. That's a 1. And we have a 4. So we're turtling 5 here. 5's natural house is Leo. Well, 10 is natural house is Capricorn, and the natural house in 4 roots is Cancer. Show me. All right, we're gonna just so we have balance and ending cycles. Balance, cycle ending to balance, balance, ending cycles. I think this is one person. Yep. I am not getting having two people. Can you give me a clue with this maybe? I don't know why, but X. X is the representation of 10. I've got a deep feeling in my stomach, but I can't do it. Alright, I'm just going to read this one. We're going to read it as one person. So we have 10 and 4 significant numbers. 10 4, good buddy. We have, somebody who's seeking that outwardly emotional individualism. And I'm calling this as a sun sign Libra. Working in Pluto compulsion. Transformation. This person we're getting ready to read for is working in some transformative ways, and I think their biggest transformation is learning how to individualize their emotions, but express them with the the arrow of the Sag, which is that going forward. I'm feeling like, wow, the third deck. Oh shoot, fell right on top of the Libra too. Oh, you know what? Screw that, I want you guys to see it. Okay, sorry about that. I had to move that. That's a little weird. But it said, bing, fell right on top of Libra. We'll start there. The Empress. Nice. This is somebody who is abundant. This is somebody who's beautiful. This is somebody who is the counterpart to the Emperor. And for me, my first pair, or for first team, my first team flames, my first team twin flames are the Empress and the Emperor. My second team flames, are the High Priestess and the Magician. They were the originals. So I'll also use this as the younger couple. So this could also be an older, not like an older person, but this is somebody who's been in a relationship as the Empress for a while. At least it seems so. Or we also have the Lizard energy, which is the fire energy. And this person can blend and change and move between elements. They're this is something I just recently started thinking about. So as you look at your charts, I'm not even sure I haven't experimented really and really started to think about it deep, because I just thought about it today. It was a breakthrough, really. Part of a real small piece of a breakthrough. Anyway, not enough about me. This is somebody who can blend in and who can mold themselves between the different energies as they need. And we have a lot of red. So right now, this lizard is in their fiery energy. This lizard's base energy is to be in fire. So this person is living almost fire in their fire energy. But we have the Empress, which she commands all the zodiac, so it's only natural that she could be able to flow between these energies as she needs to blend in and be a part of. But that also, I'm getting a feeling of, this is also kind of like a roamer or nomadic type of energy. They have a swan here, so they're very refined. Hand open, palm open and up, ready to receive. So let's go. I'm gonna pull this one to the middle. Alright, I'm gonna see a progression with this deck. What's in their head from across from left to right and a timeline, and then we'll do something else to see what's driving them. Alright, so can we get started? Yep, okay, you heard me. A new passion. Somebody's one of one. This is a passionate start. This is a passionate kind of into an action, passionate happening. Okay, so they're gonna give us a bunch right off the rip. We're gonna be able to start this off quick. I like it. Flipped up, so we'll go ding. I left out in the cold though. Wow, celebration, but this celebration card is a honk of burn blue. Look at that guy. Surrounded by passion. Reversed lovers. I usually call that like a false lover, misunderstood. We got the Three of Wands. This is the focused energy at working. And then we have the Five of Cups. This is and this deck reads pretty different too. So I always was trying to bring in the normal, but these ones read different. This is definitely an intuitive deck. So we have a young passion, young beast of fire. And then we have like somebody who's ghost, like a ghost form. Like they're neither here nor there. They don't feel like they exist. They don't feel like they're dead either. And then we have somebody who is very machismo. Very like, look at me, you know. But it's also, you know, there's a attraction and a happiness there, but this person's very self-centered, stuck on themselves. And then we have the reversed lovers, Gemini energy. But this is reverse, so this is somebody who held another person down, really, and didn't let them spread their wings and fly. And I'll show you why I say that. I'm saying, you know, and if it's upright, he's actually lifting her up into the air with his wings, but this is downwards, so this is actually pulling them down. We're actually pulling them down. And then their passion, you know, this is the 3, so we made our crossroads decision at 2, and now the passionate action, the sword, but it's down. It's red hot, but it's fucking going down. Somebody's grounding it. Somebody's not letting it come out. They're pushing it down, you know. And it's actually disrupting the ground below them. And like we have this, the Five of Cups. This is usually instability and, you know, emotional instability. But we got that yellowish sun, so it's almost as if, you know, somebody was mind controlled, or they became. They actually. I think this is when this Empress's intuition really started to fucking explode, because they had to start using that manipulation to get themselves through or to or away, or they are definitely in a solitary mode. They became, it's just me against the world, definitely. Yep, and then we got the Six of Swords there. There's Chiron on the boat. This is movement. They had to find a way to get away. Nine of Swords reversed. But this is absolute and utter nightmares. Running from nightmares is what they were doing. Running from a nightmare. Six of Coins. This is, you know, they were receiving help anywhere they could. Shit. To get their metal wings. Because that guy didn't make them fly. So the reverse, Wheel of Fortune. Right before the Magician. So somebody is trying to manifest a new Wheel of Fortune. They don't want this one to keep going. They want to stop it. They want to stop the wheel that they're on. So far, it seems like it might be stopping. All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Shit. Very good. No. Let me take it off. There we go. All right. All right, man. Yeah, this one. All right. So that was what was in their head. That's the battle in their head. And as we know, head, you know, that's the intellect. That's, I always like to call it thought to action. And that is also where our passion is. And if you noticed, damn near all those are either pretty good mix, but most of this is, let's see, we've got fire, pentacles, fire, air, fire, cup, sword, pinnacle, air. I always call it, that's more than air. That's air and fire, if you ask me. Pretty good mix, but mostly a lot of passion, especially in the beginning. It started out as a lot of fucking passion. And then it started going into a lot of intellect and thought, processing information. Alright, so let's see what's been driving this Empress. We have the reversed High Priestess. High Priestess reversed is somebody who's either not using their intuition, or not listening to their intuition, or using their intuition in a more of a lacking or negative polarity, pulling instead of projecting. Then we have the reverse Emperor. Wow, the tyrant, very controlling, self-centered. Just kind of savage and is looking to win no matter which way, whatever way it takes. And what's crazy is it's under this Empress, so it's weird. It's not really weird. I think I got an idea what's going on, but everybody has feminine and masculine energies in them. What I'm seeing here is this is a twin flame. That's on a twin flame journey this go around. But their feminine qualities are coming out so strong and in such a negative way. It's actually turning off and burying their masculine side. Or this twin flame, their imbalance is in the masculine energy inside of them, and they need to fix that. That's what they need to fix. They need to actually bring out the masculine quality. So what's actually going on here? This person doesn't know what masculinity is. They really don't. So therefore, they don't know how to balance it. And the Empress quality that they have is now overcompensating. Wow, and this high priestess is showing that not only is it overcompensating, in its overcompensation, it's using I wouldn't say bad, but more negative drawbacks to what their abilities. Now we have the Six of Pentacles, which is the give-receive line. This is somebody who balances their books, who when they use money well. And then we have the Hierophant. This is a leader, somebody older. It's the same two kids too. It's different though. We have somebody who's kind of like Robin Hood out for the little people, and then we also have this side where it's like people who are more. This is the give-receive line itself, dude. Because in the normal tarot, there's a church and there's the people outside, and these kids have tattered robes, and these kids don't. These are twins here. Could we talk about some twins? Well, I just was talking about twin. This is a twin. So we do see that there's proper balancing of money here. Looking for guidance, a twin. There's definitely spiritual activity here. Reverse star. The moon. And the reverse judgment. So it's... Ooh, there's some intuitive action going on, some intuitive energy. And there's loss of hope. Or, shit, what do we got here? Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that about the Six of Pentacles. That was weird with the give receive line. Yeah, that's the yeah, it is. It's the recognition of balance. It's the recognition of balance through seeking guidance. Okay, I see. I'm trying to read this first, but I can't. It's this one that's got to be read first. It's the moon. This is intuition, secrets, half-truths, light only, only certain things being known, lots of stuff being kept out of the light where nobody can see this. This is holding back. So this holding back, or was anyway, so this intuitive, this internal knowing and figuring things out, which is understanding what that is understanding why there's no hope and healing here, or why they feel distraught and distressed and like there's no direction. There's no love being received nor given. It's being rejected. Shattered perceptions. Reassessing beliefs right here too. They're finding a new star to follow, even like beliefs, the star. And then over here we have the judgment reversed. So this is, they're seeing that they're starting to ask themselves, somebody being judged incorrectly. Am I being judged incorrectly? Why am I so stagnant? Why is nothing moving forward for me? And I think it's because they're trying to figure out that, because maybe it's the way that they believed in the past. And yeah, they're left out in the cold. They're feeling left out in the cold. And they're getting over heartbreak, though. They're finding a way to get over heartbreak. And they're grounding themselves, and they immediately move into the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who's super grounded and understands himself really well. And then we end it with Two of Pentacles, juggling, infinite juggling. This is a union of two homes right here. Somebody's trying to figure out how to blend two homes. Yep, they know they got to drop it's the Devil card. They got to drop the vices and just the negative reactionary things, coping mechanisms, and the basically constant meditation, the constant just inside themselves, not speaking. Eight of Swords, this is telling us to get the fuck out of your head. So much in the head that's causing this pain and suffering. And getting rid of those 6 swords and fucking taking your 2 and make a goddamn decision. So you can, and we got the reverse full, so they're looking to start a new journey. I'd say they're probably done with that. They're probably right now in their head thinking of all of the nightmarish things that are causing these bad thoughts and nightmares and painful memories. And then they're going to move into this, and they're hoping through that they're going to be able to start a new journey, but they're not sure. They're afraid that they're not sure. They're not afraid. They're afraid that the decision is going to be to not start. So I would say that they may actually be bringing that decision to somebody. And we got the 9 of Swords down here. So carrying the burden of the world, weight of the world's on our shoulders. That's what they feel. All right, let's get some affirmation cards here. We're running down. All right, let's get this Empress help she needs. It's crazy I didn't see her Emperor pop up. So, oh shit, success. Except right below her, but maybe service, surrender. This is the reverse courage. I rarely read these upside down, so I'm not going to say it negatively because it's reversed. You're not using your courage. You need to open this up and become courageous. Your courage will lead you through in your deliberation here with the judgment and the reassessing your beliefs of the situation. And then after that, after the courage, you will receive perseverance and change. Looks pretty good. It is a process, but looks pretty good. And the bottom of the deck was discipline. So this is definitely going to take some discipline. Do not bail. Do not fucking bail. Don't run away. Don't run away from yourself. You can never get away from yourself. If you have all these fears and nightmares and these crazy thoughts, running is going to do nothing. Your thoughts will follow. Your thoughts will lead your way, actually. And if you're running in fear, they're going to lead you right to fear. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop this one. I'll restart here in a little while. I'll take a little break. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.